Hello, and welcome to this lesson on Xylem and Phloem, plant transport systems. By the end of this video, you should be able to describe the structure and function of xylem vessels, explain the role and adaptations of phloem tissue, and compare xylem and phloem in terms of structure and transport. Let's get started. Now let's look at the first plant transport tissue, xylem. Xylem vessels are specialized tubes that move water and dissolved mineral ions from the roots to the leaves. As xylem cells mature, they lose their end walls and cytoplasm, forming long, continuous tubes that allow water to flow freely. This means there are no blockages inside the vessel, so water can move up through the plant more easily. The walls are strengthened with lignin, which prevents collapse and provides structural support. This is important because the xylem has to stay strong while water is pulled upward through the plant. Water moves upward through the plant in what is called the transpiration stream. So in simple terms, xylem carries water and minerals upward, from the roots to the leaves, and its strong, hollow structure helps it do this efficiently. Now let's look at how xylem is adapted for its job. First, xylem vessels form continuous hollow tubes, so water can move through easily. Second, the cells are dead when mature, which means there is no cytoplasm blocking the pathway. Third, the walls are thick and strengthened with lignin, helping the vessels stay strong and preventing them from collapsing. Finally, xylem moves water in one direction only, upward from the roots to the leaves. Together, these adaptations help xylem transport water and mineral ions efficiently through the plant. Let's move on to phloem, the plant's food transport system. Phloem transports sugars, mainly sucrose, and amino acids from the leaves to the rest of the plant. This movement is called translocation. Unlike xylem, phloem can transport substances in both directions, depending on where the plant needs food. Phloem adaptations enable efficient transport of sugars and amino acids. The living cells actively transport materials, while sieve tubes with perforated sieve plates allow substances to pass through easily. Companion cells provide the energy needed for active transport, and having few organelles creates more space for nutrients to move. So phloem is adapted to move food around the plant quickly and efficiently. This image shows how phloem is adapted to transport sugars and amino acids around the plant. The central sieve tube carries nutrients in both directions, depending on where they are needed, such as the roots, shoots, flowers, or fruits. The sieve plates have small holes that allow substances to pass from one cell to the next. Unlike xylem, phloem cells are living, so they can use energy for active transport. The purple companion cells provide this energy, helping the sieve tubes move nutrients efficiently. With fewer organelles inside the sieve tubes, there is more space for sugars and amino acids to flow. Xylem and phloem are placed side by side, so we can clearly compare how each tissue is adapted for a different transport job. Xylem is shown on the left in blue. Its job is to transport water and mineral ions from the roots up to the leaves. Xylem cells are dead when mature, forming strong hollow tubes with no end walls. This allows water to move upward in one direction through the transpiration stream. Phloem is shown on the right in green and purple. Its job is to transport sugars and amino acids from the leaves to the rest of the plant. Phloem cells are living and contain sieve plates, which allow nutrients to pass from one cell to the next. Unlike xylem, phloem can move substances in both directions through a process called translocation. So the key difference is this: xylem moves water upward, while phloem moves food around the plant wherever it is needed. Now let's dive in with some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Let's begin with question number 1. Explain how xylem vessels are adapted for transporting water. Xylem vessels form long, hollow tubes because there are no end walls between the cells. The cells are dead and contain no cytoplasm, which reduces resistance and allows water to flow more easily. Their walls are strengthened with lignin, which keeps the vessels strong and prevents them from collapsing as water is pulled upward through the plant. For question number 2, Describe the role of phloem tissue in a plant. Phloem transports dissolved sugars, such as sucrose, from the leaves to other parts of the plant. It also transports amino acids. The movement of these substances is called translocation. Unlike xylem, phloem transport can happen both up and down the plant, depending on where the substances are needed. And lastly, question number 3. Compare xylem and phloem tissue. Xylem transports water and mineral ions, whereas phloem transports sugars and amino acids. Xylem vessels are made of dead cells, while phloem consists of living cells. Xylem cells have no end walls and form hollow tubes. Phloem cells contain sieve plates that allow substances to pass between cells. Xylem also provides structural support because its walls are strengthened with lignin.